Yo, what happening? What is happening? Rather, it's your man Tone Space of the Show Improved show that I'm just starting to do. Also a battle rap live, which I'll be critiquing a lot of hip hop situations comparable to what I'm gonna talk about right now. Now, in particular, these type of stories I ain't really too interested in usually. And what I mean by that is, you know, the love triangles and the soap opera-ish things that involve, you know, hip-hop superstars and their mistresses or their wives and, you know, all that tabloid shit. That ain't really my style like this. But this one in particular caught my eye for reasons that you will understand in a second, right? Now, first off, let me give a shout out to Black TMZ, aka Port City. I'm gonna put the link in down below of this very video that I'm clicking on so you can see the original video. Also, you can subscribe to Black TMZ, aka Port City, right? Now, as a lot of you may know, Cardi B and her husband Offset of, what's them cats' names, the Migos, they recently had a split up. There's been multiple times of Offset cheating on her and her, you know, still letting him back and all that craziness. And they also have a newborn child together, right? So she said enough is enough. As of this video, she went to Turn Up, I think in Miami or something, party, put it on video and all that, just to, you know, stunting for, you know, in front of her cheating ass husband and stuff like that. I get it. But the reason why this tabloid-ish story I wanna talk about it is because there's something very deep and there's something very disturbing. What I heard this woman that you're about to hear, the mistress of Offset, and you know, the person that he cheated on. Now let me hit this play so you could see what I'm talking about. Let's go.
I have not messed with Offset since he's had his baby. I didn't know how serious this marriage was.
That right there. I didn't know how serious this marriage was. Do y'all realize the heaviness of how disturbing that statement is? I did not know how serious their marriage was. Is it an oxymoron or something, anybody? Their marriage. The sanctity of marriage, when you say your vows in front of the church or a priest or whomever. Till death do us part, through sickness and in health, and all that good stuff that you say to each other. Marriage itself should be enough for you to realize that there is a serious relationship where you should not be trying to tempt this man or agreeing to his advances if he's trying to tempt you into laying down with him. She did not know how serious this marriage was. But we could even go a little bit deeper than that. They also have a new child together. So they have a family unit, husband, wife, and child. You know how fortunate it is for that family to exist, where it's not just going to be raised by the mother, it's going to have the father there. And it's, you know, I was raised by just my mother. I really don't know what I was missing had I had a father or a male in my life, but trust, I'm sure I'm missing a whole lot. So this woman went and did some housebreaking stuff and broke up this happy home by having sex with this man. And she's going to say the excuse that I did not realize how serious this marriage was. They were married. That in itself is level 10 severity. But you know what? Here's the kicker. She did know how serious that marriage was. And unfortunately, obviously, that marriage wasn't that serious. You know why? Because she was still able to lay down with that man that was half of that marriage unity, that marriage unit. So he is probably just as much to blame, probably a lot more. Well, yeah, a lot more than her, because he had to, you know, be the proactive one. He is the one that is actually married, committing that adultery. So that marriage was not serious to him, but she didn't know how serious that marriage was. Now, everything I just said about them being married, that in itself shows how serious it is. These are the ideals. This is idealistically how it should be. This is the 1920s, as late as maybe the 50s and 60s, when your grandparents were married for 40 plus years, when the high school sweethearts get married and they have grandchildren, they've been married, they had that unit together and everything was good money. But in 2018, it's a lot different. What I said were ideals, but in fact, it actually makes sense in this current culture that we're in. Her statement actually did make sense in our current heathenistic environment. She did not know how serious that marriage was. Unfortunately, that is something that we could question. We can question the seriousness of marriages. Why? Because we have a huge divorce rate. We have a lot of jump-offs, thoughts, side women, mistresses, all that type of crap. So this young woman is actually right in tune with the current climate of our culture and how we are. But that just stood out to me because we really got to do better. Like, there's nothing I would want more. There's nothing I desire more than a family, than a wife and children. But unfortunately, with this current climate of people not knowing how serious a marriage was because there's so many loose relationships and cheating and stuff going on, unfortunately I get depressed because I'm flush right in this environment. And it's hard to find people that's on my page. You know what I'm saying? That take marriage as something very, very serious. Take marriage as the end of any other relationship, of any jump-offs or anything. That take marriage as a focus for our children that we're going to have. And in this guy Offset situation, he already has the child. So he doesn't even have to look that far into the future as far as how to prepare. No, the child is already there. The only thing them two really had going for them is they had money, where they could financially support the kid. But unfortunately, that actual commitment, it was not built in this Offset character. He's way offset when it comes to sanctity of marriage and, you know, rocking out that way. Let's play a little more because she says some more interesting stuff. Hold on. We're going to run that line back though.
I didn't know how serious this marriage was. You know, I kind of read or kind of see things, but I haven't it took until today to actually get into this, seeing everything. You know, a lot of girls would just deal with this situation and just be like, yo, I took Cardi B's nigga, or I'm the reason that they're getting a divorce or anything. Like, I feel ashamed, you know, growing up.
Okay, now she's starting to let out the waterworks and stuff. Now she just said she feels ashamed. Yes, ma'am, you should feel ashamed. If this video catches your ears and your eyes, you need to reverse engineer your whole way of thinking. Oh, shit's falling apart. You need to reverse engineer your whole way of thinking. And first, that's going to start with realizing that marriage itself is supposed to constitute for something serious and something real. Now, I don't know what your relationship situation is or anything like that, but it sounds like you're way on the path to, you know, heathenistic destruction and just, you know, continuing this cycle of bullcrap. Let me play a little more.
It's a lot, but just coming from me and to Cardi B and to her fans and to her family, to her situation, these were never my intentions, and I never wanted to break up a happy home or be a cause of someone just saying fuck it, to get a divorce or anything like that. No, I have not spoken to Cardi B, but I would like her to know that I'm a very genuine person, and
I'm a very genuine person. Were you crying? Were you thinking how genuine a person you were when you laid down with that married man? in today's climate, I sound weird saying this. You know what I'm saying? I sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not hip, like I'm not trendy, like I'm not lit just by even bringing this situation up. We know cheating runs rampant in our culture, in our community, and everything like that. I just had to do this video just from that line right there. I did not know how serious that marriage was. That is so telling of how backward and messed up we are as a society. Let's let it all play out, though.
I'm not here to break up our family or mess up what she has going on with her husband. And I'm very sorry that this has happened, and I'm very sorry that I didn't think about my worth as a young lady. And I just hope that she can overcome this. And I know that her and Offset actually do have love for each other. I can tell. So I just hope that with this, she can actually just focus on her love for Offset.
All right, now do as it says right there. Like and subscribe, Black TMZ. Also like and subscribe myself, Tone Space. The show Improve show. I'm gonna do live streams talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. Maybe stuff of this ilk. You know, social dynamics in our current cultural climate and things like that, as well as, you know, spaced out sciencey stuff. A little bit of everything, hip hop, all of that stuff. I also have a channel called Battle Rap Live where you will hear and see more videos, more vlogging or blogging, whatever you want to call it, of things relating to hip hop, and hopefully actually getting some live hip-hop battles going on. But I did not know how serious that marriage was. Yo, we are hopeless. If anyone out here could relate to me and you actually aspire to have a real wife and a real family, stick in there, because I get depressed just even just even day to day, just being stuck in this crazy ass world. But as I said, Offset, you're just as bad or worse than her in that situation, because you happen to actually be the one in that marriage that just, you know, totally devoured those vows. Did not know how serious that marriage was. I'll see y'all.